that being the Rangers. They ended up winning the World Series in 5 games, which we both predicted, by the way, them knocking off the Arizona Diamondbacks. And to me, Josh, I said this on Brand's World the other day. The only real takeaway that I have from this World Series is in baseball, now we've seen it. If you can have, a young team that, loses 100 games 2 years ago, you get the right manager, you get the right free agents, you get the right develop, you can win very quickly. Texas was the best team in the AL West and arguably the AL for 161 games this year until Houston stole it from them at the end. And, regardless of who they played in the World Series, they absolutely deserved it because out of the two teams, Texas was the better team.
Yeah. I think Adolis I think Adolis Garcia was going to win World Series MVP until he got hurt. That's not a slight against Corey Seager by any means. I'm totally all right with him winning World Series MVP. But Adolis Garcia was playing like he was from another planet. But think about what the Rangers did. They went undefeated on the road in the playoffs.
That's so hard, even in baseball. And this year's playoffs was weird because so many road teams won games. There was not a lot of home teams that won games this postseason. But in game 5, what the Texas pitching staff did, Arizona obviously was throwing a no-hitter into the 7th inning. Arizona had multiple chances with multiple runners on base in each inning up to like inning 6 in that game 5 to make it to 3-2 to force a game 6 back in Texas. And the Rangers pitching staff was able to shut them down. That is what won them, the World Series in 5 games.
Yes. Think about this though. You've got all these teams going out and hiring these young managers and stuff, kind of like what you were saying earlier in the NFL about going out and hiring these young offensive-minded head coaches. But who won the World Series? It was Bruce Bochy, a guy who's been there before. He was part of that dynasty in San Francisco. I mean, think about it. Last year, who won the World Series? Dusty Baker. So
That's a good point. And baseball is the sport of tradition, even though it's leaning more towards analytics. It is the sport of tradition.
That's true. I would like to see the division series, I believe it is, go up to 7 games instead of 5, because oftentimes I feel like when you get to a game 5, it doesn't feel like the proper ending to a series. It feels like you're getting cut off before the series really gets going, if that makes sense.
Yep, I agree with you.